Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Pisces meditation. This is recently occurred, but I'm doing this reading following the waves of that powerful full moon. So this reading is intended to support you whenever you find it as a timeless reading. I have laid out the African Tarot. I'll clarify with the Guardians of the Night Tarot, and I'll finish up with one of two Oracle decks. I am creating an extended reading from this, and it will appear linked in the description box below. Depending on the way my technology is moving, it may be either a link to my website or it will be a downloadable link. And feel free to comment in the comment section about whether this works for you or not, or any challenges you may have, or if you find it useful and helpful. As well, liking, sharing these videos, and subscribing to my channel, Pacific Tarot, are all the ways that you can support me and give back to me for offering this gift to you. So let's get started, Pisces, with your overall energy. The Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is your sense of perhaps loss and regret about something that is failed, something that didn't work in the way that you hoped it would. Many times this is about a disappointment that came as the result of us offering our love, offering our power to another with the expectation that it would be returned to us, even to an opportunity. However, through your ability to mourn this loss, to experience and express your remorse and your regret, you're actually cleansing yourself of the sense of anger or bitter or resentment that you may still hold about this failure, this disappointment. And in many ways, you are preparing yourself to reframe this opportunity on the terms of a more loving and authentic connection. Along the way, the lessons you learned from this heartache, this disappointment, are that you have the ability to connect with your own higher power. You have the ability to give yourself the love or the power or the resources that you were expecting to receive from another. And in your ability to build the relationship with yourself, build this connection built on self-knowledge, you are able to recognize not only the lessons of this, but also that you have the capacity to reframe what you are able to offer yourself, give to yourself, the success, the potential, the awareness that the skies are the limit for something that connects for you from your heart, that expresses your authentic self. In the position of the moon, we have the Chariot card. I'm loving the Chariot card these days. This is showing me that you may be embroiled in conflicts or in a seeking balance in your life among disparate or opposing forces. There are conflicts that you now recognize that you don't need to fix or heal. Instead, you're using that synergy. You're using your awareness of the way in which elements of your life are not working together to support you, ways in which you are not being seen or heard to move you forward towards your own liberation. This is you earning and taking the right to be yourself. This is you emerging out of the block of groupthink. You are an individual. You are taking a hold of your originality, your uniqueness. You are no longer feeling the need to put on a sheep's clothing when in fact you are a wolf. And I mean that in a positive way. You don't need to be part of the herd. You are ready to proclaim your uniqueness and move off on your focused path, and this comes as the result of focus, of knowing that you are in many instances where you don't belong, that you need to move yourself in the direction of your purpose, of your authentic self, of your true being. In the position of the sun, we have the Knight of Cups, and this is showing you where you're going. And as a water element, this is a really highly potent time for you to choose your options wisely. And I say that as a way of describing your vibration, your frequency moving up, your ability to be more sensitive to the variety of energies that are available to you, that you can attune your own frequency. And in part, that is coming as the result of this awareness that you're not like everyone else, that others' path is not your path, and that you are now moving more joyfully with a more open heart now that you've embraced this self-knowledge, this willingness to give yourself permission to achieve, to gain the more that you desire, the abundance that you are worthy of. But it is a journey, and you're willing to go on that journey. You are reframing the way you've seen your failures or disappointments in the past. You are accepting that you're not like perhaps the rest of your tribe, other people in your family, other friends. You're embracing your uniqueness and you're charting that course. You are experiencing, discovering, exploring the way in which you are unique. Your imagination empowers you. Your creativity allows you to make a reality that suits you. In the present, we have excuse me, the Knight of Swords. I've got to take some water. That was a noisy drink. The Knight of Swords is about your similar opening up to your truth. As you've experienced that you can be in a tribe that consists of people that are not like you, certainly. But you also understand your differences, and you are now empowered to explore your own truths, explore and challenge your own assumptions about things, what your beliefs are, the beliefs that led you to the earlier disappointments and failures that you experienced. Now you're understanding that it is beliefs that you may have inherited, you may have been conditioned into, or you may have been sensitized based on the culture, society you grew up in. But you are challenging the assumptions of those beliefs and really looking at the beliefs that reflect this new ownership of your individuality, your uniqueness, your originality. What do those beliefs allow? And you're talking about those, you're exploring those, you may be seeking advisement about those, you may be joining in some kind of a group or tribe where you get to share these ideas, where new ideas are the currency, and this allows you to be inspired as you inspire others. In the past, the Tower. This explains a lot. The Tower, and I don't mean to laugh at any of your difficulties, Pisces. I know that sometimes when readers chuckle or laugh, I get a little prickly because I am so sensitive to the pain that I've experienced, and I suspect that when I do chuckle like that, it may give you the false impression that I don't know where you're coming from, but humor is one of my personal defenses. It's a coping mechanism. The Tower, the laugh was only a confirmation of understanding how fundamental the destruction of your former world has been, how your old life, whatever that looked like to you, whatever your circumstances are, has completely been altered, completely shifted. the things, the beliefs, the conventions that held you up, that gave you the path forward, have changed dramatically. This may be the former place of employment. This may be old relationships or old ways of being has shifted so unexpectedly, so unpredictably. And some of it has happened to all of us, and some of it is unique to you. But you have understood that this is a course correction. You've understood that adapting to this, being flexible, being able to be flexible is a mutable sign. You are uniquely mutable. You can adapt to anything. That this has been your opportunity to understand the truth of your uniqueness, your originality, who you really are, and what goals matter to you. So this tower is really activating the necessity for you to move on and reframe your experiences in a way that reflect your knowledge, what you've learned. In the future, the Queen of Swords. And this is additionally adding fuel to the necessity for you to speak about your experiences, particularly of vulnerability. You are open to the ability to productively detach yourself from your emotions. And part of detaching yourself from your feelings is in order for your beliefs to emerge so that you can look at them, you can be curious about them, you can approach them, you can challenge them. But you're doing this in a community of improvement, some way where you are specifically tasked to look at the old experiences, look at the meaning of those experiences, the truth for you. This can be a productive relationship with a therapist, a health or well-being counselor, a coach, a support group, a group of intimate friends, or a professional opportunity to talk about ways to improve your performance or your experience as a consultant, as a professional. The Queen of Swords not only is curious and prompts the group or others with questions, is curious about that, but also this is you facilitating the understanding, the listening of others. So don't be surprised if people come to you for counsel. Don't be surprised if your function in an organization shifts ever more to the role of educator or counselor or HR manager. You have the skills to manage people and help them to uncover their truths. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Wands in your present with the Hanged Man and the Seven of Pentacles. Well, along with all of this, or another aspect of this, is the Seven of Pentacles indicating that you are evaluating your work experience, your relationship experience, any elements, particularly of the work you do and the rewards you receive, are under scrutiny by you. You are looking to maximize your rewards, receive greater earnings, build your abundance, earn your abundance in new, more intelligent ways. And you're aware that the efforts you've seeded in the past can be reframed in order to create greater abundance. And this is what you're after. You're dissatisfied with the rewards you're getting. It's not enough for the tremendous investment you've made in what you do. However, you are aware that something that seems humble can grow into something much larger. And you're about figuring out and strategizing how to do that. Overall, this is a time where you may be asked by yourself, by your higher self, to pull back, to retreat, to surrender to the experiences. And it looks like you're having a lot of disparate experiences, to really allow yourself to process that, to think from a bigger picture perspective, to shift your perspective in ways that are going to allow you to recognize the opportunities that you have in front of you. The hanged man or the hanged one would be more appropriate. In this case, the hanged opossum is really about the surrender to your experiences and your ability to actually understand what you're experiencing. With the full moon in Pisces recently passed, you are more greatly sensitized to a new range of energies and frequencies around you. You're learning how to attune your own frequency, that you have the ability to make choices that are more tailored, more refined to your needs and your desires. This means, in many ways, swimming in an uncomfortable place of uncertainty, feeling the feelings and emotions that are washing over you as a result of global, communal, collective changes, the experiences of others, and having difficulty sorting that out, because at many levels, the goal is to feel these feelings. Allow yourself to experience the newness that is who you are now. You are in such a different place than you were even a year ago. And so you need to process what is occurring for you now and really appreciate, give thanks and gratitude for the place, the resources available. I'm going to pull an oracle card and hope that you've enjoyed this reading, that you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I am again going to link the extended reading that I will build following this reading in the description box. The card I pulled is doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. And I'm really linking that directly with the Hanged Man card, because this is where you are surrendering to all your experiences, all your emotions and feelings without judgment, and understanding that you are learning to reframe your past experiences, particularly your failures, your heartaches. And addressing doubt is one of the elements of that, where it is not important to know everything in order to proceed forward in a productive and a joyful way. So thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, namaste.